Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Yanti Amos Yoga and Karate channel on YouTube. Today, we're going to talk about two very interesting mantra, and they're often confused. So I wanted to highlight each one, and we'll go through the lines of what the actual meaning is, and then we'll compare and contrast at the end. Let's go and focus first on the Sahanau Vavatu Shanti mantra. It's often recited at the start or at the end of yoga classes. So it's very much one that you could use in a spiritual setting, in an educational setting. And this mantra is emphasizing unity, cooperation, collaboration, but also this sense of harmony and peace. Let's go into the mantra itself, and then we'll go through it line by line. Om Sahanau Vavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So, the meaning of that mantra. May we be protected together. May we be nourished together. And may we work together with great energy. May we study together, and may it be enlightening. And may there be no hatred between us. Om, peace, peace, peace. And the reference to peace 3 times is understood to be a reference to the mind. So peace in the mind, peace in the body, the physical body, but also peace in the spirit. That's why we do it 3 times, magic number. Let's go and look at the first line. Sahanau Vavatu. So may we be protected together. So this emphasizes and expresses a desire for mutual protection, support in the pursuit of knowledge and our spiritual path. Sahanau Bhunaktu is the next line, and it basically reminds us that we're asking to be nourished together, so as a group. This line really is for both the physical and the spiritual nourishment, so it's a desire for collective well-being. And the third line is Sahaviryam Karvavahai. May we work together with great energy. So this encourages cooperation, collaboration, as we've said earlier, but with a sense of vigor and a sense of enthusiasm. The next line, Tejasvina Patidamastu. May we study and may it be enlightening. And this line wishes for the pursuit of knowledge and the benefits of knowledge to result in something really fruitful for not just the actual person reciting the mantra, so for the student, but also for the teacher. So it goes both ways. And so everyone benefits from the shared efforts. The last line here, Ma Vidvishavahai, may we not hate each other. And it's a plea for harmony, unity, avoiding any discord or disputes, but it's, and it really does promote a sense of peacefulness in the learning environment. But I've always thought that it's not repressing any disagreement or disputes or potential conflicts, because you're inevitably in the learning environment, you will have disagreements, you'll have different perspectives, you'll have people disagreeing with one another. But what it encourages is this tolerance, a tolerance and an encouragement to find a conflict or dispute resolution mood or tone which is extremely open and tolerant and honest and open. That's my experience anyway. And I really think that it's not about trying to repress for the sake of peace and harmony, but it really is opening it up for finding ways to be tolerant of one another. But overall, that this Sahanau mantra is a prayer for, harmonious collaboration and peaceful learning environments. Because have you ever been in an environment where there's people who are of different opinions, but who wouldn't necessarily listen to different opinions? That is an environment which is very difficult to learn in. A peaceful environment or a calm environment is often underestimated. And I think that this is something nice to be able to invoke and to acknowledge in our study environment or our learning environment. So without conflict, without negativity, we're really just trying to flourish together in this learning. So the next mantra that we are comparing the Sahanau mantra to is the Svasti Prajabhyah mantra. Also a mantra which evokes or invokes a sense of peace and harmony and calm. It's a prayer for peace and well-being, but it's really on a more universal humanity level. When we go through the actual lines, you'll see the actual languaging. It's invoking peace, harmony, invoking blessings for all beings and all elements of the universe. And it goes like this. Svasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So the meaning, may there be well-being for all people, and may the rulers protect the earth with a sense of righteousness. May there be welfare for all animals and scholars alike. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Om, peace, peace, peace. Let's go through the actual lines. So, the first line, Svasti Prajabhyah Paripalayantam. May there be well-being for all people, a wish for prosperity, for happiness. Remember how we spoke earlier about the Asato Ma mantra not being about prosperity. This one is. This one's about prosperity, happiness, safety for all individuals and all animals, in fact. The second line, Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaha. May the rulers protect the earth with righteousness. And by righteousness, I think that's a word in the Transliteration which really refers to virtue, with integrity, with high morals, high values, high principles. So righteousness. So it calls for a just and a fair governance where leaders, and when they refer to scholars, I think they're really referring to leaders as well. So leaders of the free world, let's say. I mean, in this environment, as we know today, this sort of mantra is really, really needed. So we need to recite for ourselves, but also for the wider universal context. So uphold the righteousness and the moral integrity. That was the second line. So the next line is Go Brahmanebhya Shubhamastu Nityam. May there be welfare for all animals, all human beings, all sentient beings. So that Brahmins, so that's Brahmanebhya, is the word representing scholars, spiritual teachers. So we're talking about anyone in leadership, basically. So the line expresses a desire for the well-being of all creatures, all humans, so all, as I said, sentient beings, and the preservation of wisdom and knowledge. The last line, that is what you may hear often in yoga classes, asana classes. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. So may all beings everywhere be happy and free. And this is the line taken from this mantra. This line is repeated often. You'll hear it in a sort of common yoga parlance and also in all types of contexts, whether it be in educational settings, or workshops, seminars, but also in the asana classes. And it's a nice one to learn, to wrap up your class at the very, very end. At the end of your shavasana, at the end of, maybe you get up from your shavasana and you're seated with your hands in prayer, Anjali Mudra, and you're just finishing off the class. It's really a lovely way to just wrap everything up with a nice bow. So Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, peace, peace, peace. Again, referencing the mind, the body, and the spirit. So it's a real concern for all elements of life, all elements in the universe being in harmony. So it's more of a holistic view. When you look at the two together, so Sahanau Vavatu mantra, in contrast with the Svasti Prajabhyah mantra, I wanted to share a few notes I made about it. The Sahanau Vavatu mantra is more intimate. It's focused on a specific environment, and it is very much one which is conducive to learning and spiritual growth. So I would narrow it down to just a personal setting. Again, similar to Asato Ma, which is about your personal spiritual growth. Compare that with Svasti Prajabhyah, which is about a universal well-being and a peace and a righteous governance, shall we say, and the welfare of all beings. It's very broad, it's inclusive, and it's well-being for all mankind, not just mankind, but animals and all sentient beings and all elements of the cosmos. So rulers, scholars, animals alike, everyone is covered, including all aspects of Mother Nature, all the elements. And this is a beautiful one also to share in an asana class. It's a bit longer, but the sentiment and the emotion and the thematic essence of this mantra is really beautiful if you can learn it, even if you just read it from, if you don't know it by heart. Both of these mantras share the common theme of peace and harmony, but they are different. So remember the differences. Well done, everybody. I hope you like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.